Hello all, welcome to Paritranaya. In this class, we shall discuss about another very important international affairs related topic, that is South China Sea and its related dispute. So this topic, it repeatedly appears in the newspaper in the context of dispute. So that's why it becomes very important. And also if you look at the previous year trend of the UPSC question papers and all, so it repeatedly focuses on different seas. So in that context, so this topic is very important from examination point of view, and it will be beneficial from both prelims as well as mains point of view. So here we'll be discussing about what is South China Sea and what is it part of, whether it is part of Indian Ocean or Pacific Ocean. We'll be discussing about the countries surrounding South China Sea. Next, we'll be looking into the various straits which connects the South China Sea with the other seas, and we'll also be looking at the disputed sites which are present in the South China Sea. So let us begin one by one. So the first one is South China Sea. It is an arm of Western Pacific Ocean in Southeast Asia. Very important. So let us try to locate where the South China Sea is present. Now, it is an arm of Western Pacific Ocean. So here, if you look here, South China Sea is present over here. So this is our South China Sea. So where it is located? It is located in the Pacific Ocean. Now, if we consider this as an ocean, Pacific Ocean, so this is eastern part and this is western part. So now where is South China Sea located? It is located in the western part. So that's why it is part of the Western Pacific Ocean. So this is part of Western Pacific Ocean. Now in the examination, in order to confuse us, they may frame a statement like this. So South China Sea is part of the Eastern Pacific Ocean. Then that will be false. Or to confuse us, they may say South China Sea is part of Indian Ocean. So both the statements are false. So we should have a clear idea that South China Sea is a part of Western Pacific Ocean. An important point to note. And it is present in Southeast Asia. So already we have discussed about what is Southeast Asia and which are the countries that are present in Southeast Asia. So here Myanmar, Vietnam, Laos, Cambodia, Thailand, Malaysia, Singapore, Brunei Darussalam, Indonesia, Philippines. So all these are countries of Southeast Asia. So South China Sea is also present in Southeast Asia. Now the next point that we shall focus is the countries surrounding South China Sea. So this is a very important topic. UPSC often focuses. If you look at the previous year question papers, often there are questions like countries surrounding Mediterranean Sea, countries surrounding Black Sea, Caspian Sea, and so on. So in that context, it will focus on the seas which are part of the global trade routes. So in that context, this South China Sea, it also forms a part, it's an important part of the global trade route. So it's very important. So we need to understand the countries surrounding South China Sea. So which are the countries surrounding South China Sea? Okay, first is China. So Republic of China, it shares its border with South China Sea here, we can see. Next, Taiwan also shares its border with South China Sea. Next, Philippines. So Philippines here, it shares its border with South China Sea. Next, Malaysia. So here we have Malaysia. Malaysia shares its border with South China Sea. Next, Brunei Darussalam. So here we have Brunei Darussalam. So Brunei Darussalam also shares its border with South China Sea. Here we have Indonesia. So Indonesia also shares its border with South China Sea. Next, Singapore, here embedded here in Malaysia. Here we have Singapore. Singapore also shares its border with South China Sea. Finally, Vietnam. So here we have Vietnam. So Vietnam also shares its border with South China Sea. So in the first go, we should know the countries surrounding South China Sea. So if at all they ask such kind of question, then we should be able to identify the countries which border South China Sea. So again, this is very important from exam point of view. Next, we shall focus on the straits. Okay. So here, Taiwan Strait. So this Taiwan Strait, it connects South China Sea with East China Sea. So where is East China Sea located? To the eastern part of China. So here we have East China Sea. So here it is not South Korea. South Korea is here. So the thing which you are represented here, it is East China Sea. So East China Sea and South China Sea, they are connected by a strait, and this strait is called as Taiwan Strait. Very important. So already we have learnt about strait. So what is strait? When two larger water bodies are connected by a small narrow channel of water, that this channel of water is called as strait. So we need to know that strait is a channel of water. Okay, small narrow channel of water which connects two larger water bodies. So here the two larger water bodies are South China Sea and East China Sea, and they are connected by Taiwan Strait. Next, similarly, there is one more strait, Luzon Strait. So it connects it with Philippine Sea. So here we have Philippine Sea and here we have South China Sea. So it is being connected by Luzon Strait. Okay, this is also very important. Very important. But the most important among the three states, that is Taiwan Strait, Luzon Strait, and the next state, that is Strait of Malacca. The important one is Strait of Malacca. Okay, so where is Strait of Malacca located? So Strait of Malacca is located here between Malaysia and Indonesia. So it connects South China Sea with Andaman Sea. With Andaman Sea. So now if you look at Andaman Sea, it belongs to Indian Ocean. Indian Ocean. Whereas we have already seen that South China Sea, it belongs to Pacific Ocean. So specifically, Malacca Strait connects South China Sea with Andaman Sea, but in a broader sense, Malacca Strait connects Pacific Ocean with Indian Ocean. So that's why Malacca Strait is very important. And also, globally, it forms an important trade route, Malacca Strait. Now, most of the trade of China with the other African countries and European countries, it happens through Malacca Strait. So in that context, it is important because Malacca Strait is under the control of USA. So China fears that tomorrow, if USA blocks China's trade through Malacca Strait, then it will have a negative impact on China's economy. That is why China is trying to explore alternative paths to have trade with Africa and other European countries. So from all these contexts, this Malacca Strait is very, very important from exam point of view. Okay. So if they ask you a question like which strait connects Indian Ocean with Pacific Ocean, then it is Malacca Strait. Okay. Malacca Strait. Next, disputed areas. So here we have Spratly Island, Parcel Island, and Scarborough Shoal. So Spratly Island is also called as Nansha Islands. So in South China Sea, where they are located, here we have Parcel Islands, and here we have Scarborough Shoal, and next here we have Spratly Islands, which are also called as Nansha Islands. So even this is important. So in the examination, in order to confuse us, they may say that Parcel Islands is present in East China Sea. So we should be able to identify that that statement is wrong because Parcel Island is present in South China Sea and not East China Sea. Similarly, in order to confuse us, they may say Scarborough Shoal is part of Mediterranean Sea. No, it is part of South China Sea. So the information which we retain from here, so it will be beneficial from the exam point of view, especially prelims. And also in the mains also, wherever relevant, we can quote these points. Okay, we can quote these points. So these are the disputed areas. Okay, disputed areas. Here we come across one more concept called as 9-dash line. We come across a term called as 9-dash line. Now, where to which entity is this 9-dash line associated with? So 9-dash line is again associated with South China Sea. So here the dotted lines that are present over here. So this is 9-dash line. This is 9-dash line. So 9-dash line indicates the boundary of South China Sea. So who is claiming over the 9-dash line? So China says that whatever is present in between these 9-dash lines, so it belongs to it. Okay. So China claims that. So the whole of the 9-dash line, the territory which is present within the 9-dash line, it belongs to China. This is claimed by China. So that's why this region is disputed between China and other Southeast Asian countries. Okay. So Southeast Asian countries like Philippines and Vietnam. So they have a discord with China with respect to this South China Sea. South China Sea. So it is claimed by these countries, and also the larger claim is being made by China. Okay. So in this context, repeatedly it appears in the newspaper and it becomes important. So here what we learned? So we learned about the South China Sea. So of which ocean it is part of, and we discussed about the countries surrounding South China Sea. We discussed about the important straits which connect the South China Sea with the other seas, and we also discussed about the various disputed sites. And finally, we also came across terms like 9-dash line, Scarborough Shoal, Parcel Islands, etc. So all these entities are important from both prelims as well as mains point of view. So in this class, we discussed about the South China Sea. Similarly, in the subsequent classes, we will be discussing about the other important international developments from the exam point of view. For all our further updates, subscribe to our channel and hit on the bell icon. Thank you.